Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing not vanilla, not 0% for vanilla, not hard to find for, not Crusade Kings 2. Today we're going to be playing the Kaiserreich mod, and I know that I said Crusade Kings 2 in that sentence. I do have that game, but I have not found the spot yet to make a series on that, so yeah. But anyway, so we're going to be playing, so I tried this is Iron Guard Romania. I tried it once. Now, new game. So Kaiserreich, the year of 1936 is a turning point for the history of the world. A time of both great opportunity and great danger. Tensions between the German Empire and the Communist France are growing. Russia and the USA are increasingly unstable, and the old empires of Austria and the Ottomans are dissolving. All the meanwhile, syndicalism, globalism and the radical socialism are spreading all around the world. 15 years have passed since the end of the Weltkrieg. The old rivalries of yore have reappeared. A single spark may be all it takes to light the powder keg. I hope you like my epic reading. I'm very good at epic reading. Okay, so we have the USA, the Russian Republic, the Dominion of Canada, Union of Britain, Commonwealth of France, the Austrian Empire, German Empire, the Italian Federation, the French Republic, Japan, Brazil, Netherlands, Dominion of India, United Mexican States, and Iron Guard Romania. But we're going to be, of course, going to this game real quick. Because then we have the world in Kaiserreich. So pretty much the whole thing of this game is that Germany won World War I. France and Britain lost their colonial empires pretty much either to the Germans, or they actually went in exile in these areas. So, for example, the Comune of France, the main French mainland, is controlled by a syndicalist, aka communist party, while the old French Republic is still happening down here in the good old African colonies that France once had, except for the ones that got stolen by the foul Germans. Also, United Kingdom still exists, but not exactly where you would think. They are actually exiled in Canada, so yeah, they're just freezing their tits off down here in whatever the capital is of Canada is. I'm not that good at the geography in these areas because obviously I come from this little country over here. Well, I am very sad to announce that Flanders Wallonia, aka Belgium, has been puppeted by the German Empire, so yeah. We also have the Netherlands. The Netherlands is indeed a thing, and oh, that's actually Dutch, okay. But whatever, we have the Russians over here, but who would I play? I'm going to be playing as Iron Guard Romania, as you already saw last, when I was loading. I had to test the game, just to test that the actual mod was working. I went a little bit into it to test whether there were any bugs that I was going to run into, or frame rate problems, because, well, it's a mod, it's an alpha mod, so it's not exactly the stablest thing in the world. Now, oh god, that was not what I meant to do. Now we will get a general this dude over here, and he's going to go sit on the Hungarian border. So there we go, we have, so maybe start building some very simple, oh my god, we do not have any factories whatsoever, so we're gonna have to work on that. But first things first, I have not taken that much of a look at this yet. Where is, so this is where you can get factory efforts. This is where like you can claim shit. It's very small focus tree. If you take a look at the other ones, I'm going to show some of these. Now, first I'm going to establish the Koip. The Iron Guard Romania is organized in chapters called Koip, or nests, which are organized around the virtues of discipline, work, silence, education, mutual aid, and honor. We can expand these chapters so every working man, that's a typo, knows his duty to his country. There we go. We're of course going to select a basic research. So, basic machine tools. We're also going to get construction and engineering. There we go. We also have some factories that we can work with. How about we also get total artillery? And yeah, is there anything else that I would need? Great Wall Tank, not that interested. So as you can hear right now, I have cancer, but whatever. I really don't know what else I should get. Support equipment I don't need, because I know that none of my other units actually use support equipment. That's a mistake I made during the first thing, so yeah. So just do this. There we go. Another vision basic training. We're first of all going to wait for all of our reinforcements to fill up, and then we'll also start trading some steel with the German, or the commune. There we go, the commune. of course you won't trade with the Germans. They were the ones who, they are our enemies. They defeated us. So you can read this. You can pause and read that if you want to. Meet the team, great job lads. You can also read that. These events, I want to know. This is like how much shit you get for how many events you get. I want to know everything because obviously my viewers have not seen this mod before, so they might not know what this is all about. I would like them to know what is happening in the world. Now this is what the world looks like pretty much. Germany won the war. UK and France both got overtaken by communism and they got exiled to different parts of the world. Okay, so excellent. Our popularity is rising. Excellent. Now we need to watch out for political power. New future for Romania, sure. You need to watch out for political power because, well, once you get below -50, you'll get stability drops. Which is like they actually like did a stability thing in this game. They have actually implemented stability, and I'm surprised that like the paradox has not come out like could we use this because this is actually a pretty good mechanic. Because well, pretty much you can get popularity by getting a higher popularity. For example, you also have average stability. There's also like a great mechanic. Like seriously, there are so many great mechanics in this game. You're like, why the fuck did they not add this to the actual base game? Why haven't they added this to the base game yet? But we're going on speed 3. Let's go to speed 5 because honestly there's not a lot happening. Though the assassination of President Kerensky. Kerensky has just been shot and killed while on his way to the Senate. The silent was taken down by the police, but the goals and intentions of the attacker are unknown. Despite his massive unpopularity among the Russian people due to the botched land reform and ineffective rule, Kerensky was nevertheless able to hold the country together for years. His death has thrown Russia into a chaos. The senators are already discussing a possible replacement to Kerensky. New coalitions are being formed both between the left and the right, while military men like Denkin, Frankel and Kornilov are just one step away from intervening to dissolve the democracy and save Mother Russia, aka communism. So Kerensky is dead, which was like the Dutch well, what's it called again? Dutch. Fuck. Russian. Fuck. So Russian president, I guess. George V's last king of Great Britain and Ireland to have ruled the homelands themselves have passed away while in exile in Canada. The first Windsor king his reign shall be remembered with sorrow and sadness, as during its Britain lost both the Weltkrieg and its homeland. The crown was inherited by Edward, Prince of Wales, who now stylizes himself as Edward VIII. King Edward is a vengeful and ambitious man and not on good terms with Prime Minister Mackenzie King. He is on the goal of avenging his father and reconquering the British Isles, and thus is quite popular among the British exiles in Canada, among others. So King Edward VIII. Interesting developments. We to rule by the thingy, by the concept of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and our enemy are the Germans and the Austrians, and the Canadians can be considered a possible ally. So, UNITÄ represents the Union of the Principality of Moldova and Wallachia on the 21st of January 1859, when Alexandru Ion Cuza was elected as Dominator in both principalities as a way to bypass the ruling that the two cannot unite in a single state. It is regarded as the whole national holiday in Romania. Everything for the fatherland. We get 20 political power, which will does get us out of that hole we're currently in. So yeah. How deep are we in the hole on infantry equipment? We are very deep in the hole. Black Monday on the 3rd of February in 1936, the Berlin Stock Exchange, this is how to stop sinking, is plunged. Fueled by the instability of the market panic, selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the temperature to stop splintering out. The results of what became known as Black Monday. When the result has been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only gotten worse overnight. So it looks like the stock exchanges, so the world economy is failing. Oh my, an interesting development. And with Afghanistan, the girl won Dominion of India. Okay, we're gonna get another event right here, folks. Hold on, wait for it. Yep, should get it anytime now. There we go. The anarchists elect. Oh, the anarchists. Oh, there's two things. I thought that was the event for the war over here. So, first of all, read this one because we actually know what this is about. After the Weltkrieg, as the British were British Raj collapsed into turmoil and warfare. The neighboring kingdom of Afghanistan took advantage of this as an opportunity to seize Peshawar and Quetta, which are these two lands that are currently controlled by the Afghanis. Both border regions of the Dominion. However, the Afghani government's attempts to modernize over the last decades have been met with fierce resistance from the new, now conservative elements within the country. King Alamanullah Khan will now hopes to use the turmoil in Delhi following the death of George V to his advantage. By repeating the success of the Fourth Anglo-German War, the king hopes to silence the conservative opposition and bring new lands to the crown. However, international experts do not put many hopes in a tiny mountain nation winning this conflict. Okay, so anarchists elected in France. Oh, so the travailleurs are gone and anarchists are now. I think this used to be a thing. I think it is now. Oh, radical socialists. Oh my, this changes a lot. The Commune of France is a world-leading civilized nation, unionized as a federation of decided communes and directed by the Communauté de Salut Public, the chief executive. Ever since its inception, however, the second commune was not uniform in its policy. Numerous factions arose, each one of their own idea of which path France should take. As the time for revenge against Germany and the world revolution closed in, the CGT election of 1936 is said to be very important. The replacement of the disgraced Marcel Pivert arose from the anarchists, a movement inspired by the Ukrainian revolutionary Nestor Makhno. The anarchists now lead the CSP and stand in favor of greater regional freedom and a drastic cut in the CSP's power. So the CSP, whatever that is, Commune of France, no, what? I don't fucking know. Minister support this ideology. Fuck. Okay then. We need to. Also, something we have is the ministers actually have a ideology. So we need, paternal autocrat over here and a authoritarian democrat. So we need to get these guys out of office. Something you might be able to do later on. So yeah, this is where the most people live around Bucharest. Then we have these areas are pretty developed. This isn't though, and Oltenia is still of 1.52 million. Holy shit! So we've established the COIP, or whatever you call it, or whatever you call it. We can remilitarize Oltenia, which will give us all political power. We can do this and get some more oil, and of course that will go down to factory efforts, which are very nice. Next are research actually. So we'll first of all militarize Oltenia because that's something very important to me. The remilitarization of Oltenia is very important because obviously it's a disgrace to the Romanian peoples. We cannot allow this disgrace to go on. This was a thing forced upon us by a treaty signed by a foul government that is not the same as ours. We need to get rid of this, otherwise we will be perceived as in the world's eyes as weak and pathetic. We cannot allow this. I'm role-playing my ass off right now. I'm doing a very good job because most of the time I start to tremble with my words. No, I just break my role, but whatever. Broke my role, but whatever. So we're going to, just in case war breaks out, tensions, you never know, because, well, we have some very... There we go. You never know, there might be a problem over there. So hopefully we'll be able to take as much land as humanly possible once we attack the Kingdom of Hungary, because the Austrians and the Hungarians are not at all united. Otto Honne elected as chairman of the TUC. That's an event I haven't read before. The 1936 Trade Union Congress of the Union of Britain was made out to be the site of long-time chairman of the TUC, Philip Snowden. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Philip Snowden declared his resignation, causing four major factions in the Union, Maximist, Autonomist, Federationists, and Congressional to butt heads over the positions. And as just settles Otto Honne, the current general. Fucking hell, these are some hard fucking days. And as the dust settles, Otto Honne, the current general secretary, has been chosen as Snowden's successor. He and his federationists are in favor of keeping the status quo in position getting harder and harder to maintain in this changing world. So this is Nicholas Arrowbound here, but in the Commune of France, there are radical socialism. So yeah, that might be Weltkrieg declared war on Mongolia. Oh my. This war was declared, and how's it going over here? At least, yes they are. So they lost the war and they had to return these two lands back to the Dominion of India. They could have kept going actually, but there's like events for that. For example, if you like, for example, if I declare war on the Kingdom of Hungary and I get all the way over to here, which are like the Romanian claimed lands, then the game will give me an event, or do we stop now and take what we have, or do we keep going? So that's actually pretty interesting and more historical, and it helps their lore, because like the Kaiserreich guys really have a deep lore in this. And, okay, so there we go. Romania has been remilitarized. We're going to read that event soon, but first we're going to stop. So, the remilitarization of Oltenia. The Treaty of Bucharest of 1918 officially ended the Weltkrieg for Romania, but this is at a high cost. The nation was dominated by German and Austrian industries. Oltenia was demilitarized, and the oil fields were leased to Germany up to the year 2012. The humiliation that the Romanians had to endure resulted by the nation devolving into a national populist dictatorship led by the Conducator Corneliu Codreanu. Codreanu and his Iron Guard set out on a mission to restore Romania to what it should have been, a titan of the Balkans. The first major move conducted by the Conducator was the militarization of the Oltenia, a strategic region in Wallachia, which would also royal reserves and a military industry. The Romanian military has already started mass parade in Craiova to celebrate the success. Very nice, so now this is demilitarized. So yeah, remilitarized. Fucking hell. So how many troops do you have? Yeah, boy. You have a fuck ton of troops. How many troops do I have? 13. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Expand the army. How about we get expand the police? These, whatever. So hold on, how's our... There we go. So we have enough, so we can start training some divisions now. Hold on. There we go. We start training some. There we go. How about we get, first of all, get support equipment up. How many divisions do you have, my friend? Although the second von Habsburg Lothringen is in charge of here in the Kingdom of Hungary, Serbia is also in charge, yeah. So it's a dual kingdom, both rule the same nation. This is Bosnia and Georgia. Fuck off, I have enough. I need to get those guys out of office, like seriously, it's ridiculous. Alpine mines. What does that do? Where are they going? Alpine mines. Oh my! I thought they were talking about mines, like putting shit in the ground, but no, they're digging shit up. Holy shit, that's actually pretty cool. The Arab Congress. The Arab revolt in the Weltkrieg was a failure. Mostly due to the defeat of the Entente and the millions of Arabs living in the Levant and Iraq state under Ottoman rule. Despite this though, Arab nationalism has been on the rise for many years, and it has finally culminated in the beginning of the Arab Congress in Cairo. Representatives from the numerous Arabic nations were greeted with a spectacular performance by Egyptian dancers and the artillery salute, and the negotiations began. Experts predict that Egypt and Hashemite Arabia will lead the Congress. The Congress where bitterness towards the Ottomans and sometimes even discussions of the United Arab Axis against the Turks can flow freely. So I wonder where I've seen this before. I've seen that before in, like, you know, as the Second World War, Germany and Italy. I think that's pretty much the same thing. I believe Sinai is claimed by Egypt. Yes, yes. It's claimed by Palestine. The concept of Israel does not exist. There's Lebanon. This is Syria. So all these guys have. Syrian revolt. You might see a revolt over here, guys. Spent Polyesti thingies, whatever. As an intervention party, which gives a lot of political power to work with. So hopefully I can get a guy that is actually like keeps promoting his own shit. Get those two guys out of office. Even though they might give me nice shit, I do not want guys that actually like, for example, minus 5% pursue consumer goods factories might be nice, but I would like to be able to, you know, change shit a little bit. Export focus. It's great work on entrenching the party. Go. Very nice. We have Corneliu Zela Codrianu in charge. Hope I don't butcher those names because obviously I'm not a Romanian. Good, I must be stopped. A prominent Romanian historian and intellectual has been drawn in the side of Iron Guards to be taken over. Rumor has it that he and others like him have founded a secret intellectual group. Thought that he and others like him have founded a secret intellectual group, the Bucharest Circle. Now, I have seen this thing before, this event, and I went with Eorka Must Be Stopped, which gave me some debuffs. Now, I'm just out of curiosity, I'm going to save here, save scrub, because I really want to know what the other part is of this. If it's like worse. I mean, normally I would just go in and fuck off. Sorry, I need to drink a little bit. I've been talking a lot because of all the events I've been getting. Kaiserreich. What the fuck is that? Effects of Black Monday. Oh my, everybody's... I'm not affected by Black Monday because I don't rely on the... So... Okay, because they become pamphlets, the government can cost the same amount of people. Wait any longer, they could plant the seed of revolution. Break up the circle and execute Yorga. Okay. Political power or leave them to be. So you can break up the circle. Okay, break them up. Sure. Pretty sure that the same thing would have happened, but instead of it was actually for an entire year. So, yeah. Now we will get our claims on Transylvania, very important, and then we'll get industrial reforms. Because right now only have these two parts claimed. These three parts claimed. High party popularity, yes. How high is my party popularity right now? Yeah, 72%. Holy shit, that's pretty damn high. Unassigned divisions. See, that's one of the things that is awesome about this mod. They like has custom shit. Like they don't go with what everybody else has. Go get these guys assigned, and we'll start training them as well because they actually have to train up pretty much as soon as they possibly can. Assigned divisions. Oh my, there's another division. Needs to be assigned fast. Now, how is my conscription law? Limited conscription. So we will have manpower problems because obviously this isn't exactly the most popular there. And we do have artillery in our guys. Land doctrines, I'm not interested in that yet. Engineering, how about we get reinforced rates, which should be very handy. Cancer. Okay, but anyways, I have this horrible cough right now. How about you also start researching the Renault R35 because we still have Great Wall tanks, the FT-17. UA Long elected as president of the USA. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation ever since the Great Crisis in 1929, the presidential elections went forward, and the voting results are clear. Huey Long of the America First Union Party is 32nd president of the United States. Huey Long is famous for his successful governorship of Louisiana, but has received a lot of criticism for his populist policies and the usage of Minutemen paramilitaries to combat political rivals. The combined syndicates of America contested election results too, calling them rigged. Let's see what the Sunner can do as president. Okay, so we have Huey Long. So as you can see, there's some syndicalists and some market liberals, and there's a lot of paternal autocrats. You got to know that in this world, the United States never joined the war, and the only reason why they actually got out of the Great Depression is because, well, they had to, because the only reason why they got out of the Great Depression in the first place was because of the First World War, and that they actually joined. That joining part is very important. They had to join, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. So yeah, that's what that works. Now I need to drink some more water because holy shit, am I ever talking a lot to this actually. Yes, give me some more. 76% of this shit. Game Transylvania. I believe these are, so we have two templates, I believe. One is like where we do have, these are guys, for example, do not have, and these guys, for example, do have artillery. So we have two templates pretty much. Game Transylvania. Okay, nationalize the oil industry, which will give us more political power. Limited exports. Polyester oil fields. Shipa Morti. Stop oil shipments. Move oil shipment to Germany. Yeah, that would be handy, but first of all, let's get the infrastructure efforts. We're going to be going down this route a little bit. Industry effort, tick for oil, some more oil, and then extra research sites. So yeah, not that important right now, but whatever. So what is to say? The polyester oil fields already one of the richest in Europe may hold more oil than we thought before. And infrastructure effort, our country's backwards committing to create powers need to expand infrastructure and fun stuff. Okay, so project actuals is gone now. And if I wouldn't have picked that, I would have been into a full year being actually. Yeah. I've had 3 chugs of water to this episode because it's just so fucking hard to constantly talk. Conspiracy. Members of the Bucharest Circle have spread the seeds of an anti-Iron Guard revolution. People in the north of the country have taken arms against our government. Traitors. Oh my, so that's what happens. Boss. Okay, so that's what happens when you do that. They stop training. Why you stop training? How about we go deal with this threat? Okay, so that's good to know. So many divisions we have. 8 to 13, I have 15. Get over there fast. Motors have rebelled. So under the influence of the Bucharest Circle, an attempt to establish a monarchy as Romania free from Iron Guard oppression has been made in the north of the country. So yeah, we can either choose to become Romania, best for traders. Well, let me wait for my units actually get into position. Best for traders, there we go. Well, Minister of War, after the disastrous defeat of the Weltkrieg, the days of the Romanian monarchy were counted. After the death of King Ferdinand the first in 1927, the crown went to his grandson Mikhail, who was soon forced to abdicate and was replaced by a military dictatorship. This autocracy was soon replaced by a high totalitarian rule of the Iron Guard. However, many people in Romania, most notably intellectuals, remained sympathetic to the monarchists, especially Ferdinand I's disgraced son, Kirill. A group of the pro-monarchist officers had defeated and seized control of Bessarabia and Moldavia as a state of operations for monarchist restoration in the country. Romania falls into a bloody civil war, and who knows how it will end. That's what type of the foolish traders. They will be crushed, of course. They will be crushed. In there. Go. Come on. Lump. Stop for a second and get in there. Okay, after long negotiations and current state of the empire, this means that they could not agree on different terms, but neither side was governed to get on the other side. Okay, Serbia support. So Serbia believes that a successful present struggle for Romania is essential for the continued stability of the Balkans, and sends us a considerable amount of supplies and military experts to help us in the fight. Great. So, oh, Oh god, what? Oops, fuck. That was a mistake. Delete that order. Fuck me. Keep going. Me. Expert line drawing. Got some more units. Get in there. Keep going, my dear friends. We'll defeat the traitors. How dare they think that they can become? How dare they think that the monarchy can be re-established? So, during the ongoing civil war, some of our commands have started to use rather doubtful methods to pretty much express the civilian population suspected of all helping our multiple enemies and policies, even if they look drastic or unnecessary in these dark times. So, we're pretty bad, but at least I have some political power stored up, so yeah, that's a good thing to have. Infrastructure effort. Yeah, we should definitely focus on infrastructure right now. Factory effort, there we go, we have some more units. Oh my god, these guys are going out to production like fucking hell, dude. Okay, and we need to get stop recruitment because obviously we have lost these guys. We've lost these two areas to actually draw troops from, so that's a problem, you know. But you get in there, dude. Oh god, that's good. In there. Dudes. I'm microing this a little bit. We have the Danube down south, so that's not it's not a good idea to try across the Danube. I hope you know why it's probably a bad idea to try and cross the Danube. Otherwise it's pretty shit. Well, otherwise it's pretty shit this game, because crossing the river like the Danube is not a good idea. Unless you get like a fuck ton side to attack from. And yeah, that's the goods. But of course, only attacking the cavalry from one side is not a good idea when they have full position in there. So yeah, but as we have got, yeah, this civil war is going to be a victory on my side, I hope. So Romania is doing this mostly, but we are winning, however, and all that fun stuff. Oh, we might finish the Romanian Civil War in this episode if we capture Iasi. But no, they have moved over to Bessarabia, so hold on. Current wars, Romanian Civil War is going. What is okay, I guess. Then towards negotiation. Okay, so we need to get Bessarabia. You go around. Actually, wait, what? I did not treat that an accident. Oh my! The United States have been apparently is in a civil war. So the syndicalists are over here. The United States is over here with under Douglas MacArthur, and they have Frank Merriam, this fatty, which is a social conservative, and these guys are authoritarian Democrats. So yeah, that might be interesting. A more faction popping up. Okay, so it's the African Union. So the Confederate States has also declared war. So the United States is actually okay. That's interesting, but we have our own civil war to deal with. Okay, in there. Make a dead war in the American United States. Okay. Okay, so socialist uprising. We're going to have to end this episode because 33 minutes, a little bit too long. So if you enjoyed, just drop me a like, you can subscribe down below. If you're interested in more shit like this, just subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next one where there's an uprising in the middle. So bye bye.